Good morning, Jackednnerdy fans. Welcome to my full non-spoiler review for Wonka. Before I jump into that review, though, as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on a video. And as always, if you enjoy our content, please make sure you give these videos a thumbs up. It is the greatest metric that YouTube uses when promoting our videos, and it doesn't cost you a thing. So please smash that thumbs up button. We greatly appreciate your support. So, with that out of the way, let's jump into it. Wonka. So, I've loved the promotional material for this. I've loved the trailers. I was very much looking forward to this film. The original Willy Wonka with Gene Wilder was one of my favourite movies as a kid. I really enjoyed that. So when they were making this, and they said it's going to be like a prequel, leading, and is very much going to lead into the original film, I was very, very excited. Also, I mean, that first trailer when you see Hugh Grant as the oompa-loompa, that was the signature on the deal for me. That signed the warrant, and straight away I was really excited about that. So let's just jump straight into it. I did very much enjoy this film. I thought it was a really great kind of tie-in film to this world. They did a great job right from the outset in stirring up the nostalgia and using the kind of the musical elements and musical tones from the original film to kind of bring the audience in. So if you love the original film, like straight from the outset, it's gonna start getting those nostalgia feelings tingling. Like all the color and everything was really, really well used. They didn't depart, it's really good though, because, they didn't fully depart from the original film, like telling a story, that you've got no connection to. Like, they very much tied it into, he's just starting out, the main kind of competition in his way to creating his chocolate empire. Are the other confectionery and chocolate manufacturers, and obviously that's all tied into the first film when you've got the other kind of candy manufacturers trying to steal the golden tickets or steal the ideas from the Wonka factory. So it's really, really good. They tied all of that in very, very well. So 100% the story works. Couldn't fault that at all. All works really, really well. The cinematography is fantastic. All the colors and color schemes and the sets and everything. Like, it wasn't too completely insane. Like, there are a few little quirks that they used here and there to kind of just remind you, hey, look, this is fantasy. But they didn't make it completely outlandish like they did with the Johnny Depp Willy Wonka and all that kind of stuff. Like, it was, they did a really, really good job in, still giving you that fantasy element, but making sure it's still kind of very much grounded and everything. So absolutely loved it. The casting, let's get on to the casting, which is the big thing. So, Hugh Grant as the oompa-loompa. That was the thing that sealed the deal for me on this film. I think Hugh Grant has really come into his element just over the last couple of years. I wasn't a big fan of him many years ago when he was doing the whole rom-com phase, but definitely over the last 2, 3, 4 years, I think he's really come into his element. Love him in The Gentleman, love him in Operation Fortune. I really think he's coming into his element. Absolutely loved him in this role as the Oompa-Loompa. I only wish that he got more screen time than he did, because I think they could have made his role considerably bigger, and given him more screen time. But that's just my opinion. I think I would have liked to have seen more of him. Then you've got other world-class actors. You got Rowan Atkinson, you got Sally Hawkins, Matt Lucas from Little Britain. You got Mathew Baynton. I'm not overly familiar with him, but he was very, very good. I think you've got brilliant actresses like Olivia Colman, Keegan-Michael Key, Tom Davis. I thought he was fantastic. Jim Carter. The list just goes on and on and on with this cast. It's just absolutely fantastic. I could not fault a single thing with the casting, except for Timothée Chalamet. I'm not 100% sold on Timothée Chalamet as Wonka. I think he is a talented actor. I like him in the Dune movie, or June, I should say, June. I think he's got a great future ahead of him. I'm just not 100% sold on him with this role, even after seeing the film. He did a good job. Don't get me wrong. He did a good job. I don't know. I can't tell whether it was him as an actor or his portrayal of the character, or whether it was the direction or what have you. Some things he did was really, really good. Other things he did were a little bit annoying. So I'm not 100% sold. And the other thing is, when I try to think of other young actors who could have done a better job, to be honest, I can't actually think of any. So whilst I'm not 100% sold on him in that role, I can't think of anyone who could have done a better job. So that's why it's a little bit of a catch-22. If you guys can think of any other young actors who you think may have done a better job, hit me up in the comment section below. I'd like to know your thoughts. But right now, off the top of my head, I really can't think of anyone that I think would have done a better job. So in one way, Timothée Chalamet was really good for the role. In other ways, I think he didn't quite hit the mark for me. So it's a bit of a catch-22. Okay, but look, as I said, all in all, I did really enjoy this film. I thought it was a really enjoyable experience. Hit all the warm and fuzzies for me. I've got very little complaints about the movie, to be honest. I do think it hit all the marks as it should have. Maybe a couple of the musical numbers maybe could have been a bit better or could have been done away with. But on the whole, I'm not going to complain. At least the musical numbers were short. They weren't overly long, so that is a benefit. At the moment, on IMDB, it's got a score of 7.4 out of 10. And on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got 83%. I agree with both of those scores. I'd rank it in the middle there. 7.5 to 8.5. So I would, on the whole, I would agree with those scores. Again, I'd be very interested to know what the Jackednnerdy audience thinks about this film. I mean, if you're looking for a tick of approval, you will definitely get that from me. I give this film a massive tick of approval. It is very enjoyable. So if you're heading out to the movies this weekend or over the Christmas period and you want something fun and enjoyable to watch, this is definitely a good one for you. And it's a good one for the kids. They'll get it. They'll enjoy it. I think a bit. So definitely, I give this a tick of approval. I mean, 7.5 to 8.5. That's a pretty good score in my opinion. So hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think of this film. I'll be interested to know what the audiences think. And again, also let me know whether or not you had any other casting ideas for Wonka. I'll be really interested to know other people's opinions. Okay, make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. We got heaps more content coming out of the Christmas period. Lots of movies coming out, especially between Christmas and New Year. So hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on a video. And until next time, guys, stay jacked and stay nerdy.